Bill O'Reilly here, Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. Voters disapprove of the president's plan to beat COVID. The Black Lives Matter organization calls for a holiday boycott of white business. Homicides in Chicago reach record highs. A new survey ranks the most expensive cities on the planet. Also ahead, the government will pay you $45,000 not to work. But first, new poll from Fox says voters disapprove of the president's plan to beat COVID. 48% support Mr. Biden's pandemic policy right now. That's down 25 points since June. 49% say he is not in control of the COVID contagion. White House now considering new rules to block COVID variants from entering the country. Foreign travelers must provide a negative test within 24 hours of landing in the USA. The Black Lives Matter Global Foundation calling for a Christmas boycott against white-owned businesses. The group releasing a statement on social media, quote, "White supremacist capitalism uses policing to protect profits and steal black life. Skip the Black Friday sales and buy exclusively from black-owned businesses," unquote. BLM posting a map on its website featuring a list of minority-owned enterprises across the country. Is that racist? You make the call. Homicides in Cook County, Illinois, that's Chicago, passing 1,000, the most since 1994. That figure includes 156 children murdered in the Windy City. 156. 96% of the victims are either black or Hispanic. The overall murder rate is up 40% compared to 2019. The reason? Chicago DA Kim Foxx refuses to enforce the law. Survey from The Economist magazine ranking the most expensive cities on earth. Los Angeles comes in at number 9. New York City, 5th place. Top spot goes to Tel Aviv, Israel. Highest living costs can be found in San Francisco. Average home in the city by the Bay sells for $1.6 million. Median rent for a one-bedroom apartment about $4,000. And that doesn't include utilities, gas, insurance, food costs. And doesn't include dodging homeless people living in your front yard. In a moment, Joe Biden wants to give you money. Right back. My trusted technology research executive, Jeff Brown, has a must-see video out right now called The Great Reset. This reset has been in the works since 2015. Now the circumstances are just right, and it appears to be coming to fruition. So please pay attention, because in Jeff's briefing, he will show us exactly what's going on, the proof, and how we can best prepare. He'll also give us the name of an investment he believes we must own if we hope to have any chance at preserving our hard-earned cash. In fact, if you buy it soon, he's convinced you could be one of the select few Americans who could see their nest egg double just from this one single asset. We may be about to witness the greatest financial shift in the history of America with the Great Reset. So, prepare now. Go to jeffbrowntech.com. That's jeffbrowntech.com. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Joe Biden wants you on the dole. Right now, about 5 million Americans have left the workforce. Many businesses are struggling to find workers. And that's one of the big pipeline problems, a shortage of labor. But why is this happening? According to the Foundation for Government Accountability, workers in the marketplace are at a 45-year low. That's because you can game the system for as much as $45,000 a year in government entitlements. COVID relief, unemployment, food stamps, free health care, child tax credits, on and on and on. $45,000 a year for doing nothing. This is the great progressive vision. to create a society totally dependent on government. President Biden apparently loves the giveaways. That's what the entire Build Back Better bill is all about. Free stuff, trillions of dollars of free stuff, and no strings attached. You don't even have to look for work. You can just lay around. Now, decent people, smart people understand there have to be safety nets. Some Americans, through no fault of their own, find themselves in dire circumstances. Children of derelict parents have to be taken care of. These are safety nets, and our tax dollars go to providing help to people who really need help. But this is not what the Democratic Party is promoting. They are promoting a centralized government that controls the economy and gives away money, massive amounts of money, so that the American citizen becomes dependent on that money and therefore will always vote Democrat. Now, Joe Biden is the king of free stuff himself. He's been in government. I think he worked in Delaware in a law office maybe a year or two, and then it's been government all the way. So everything is taken care of by the feds. As a senator, Joe Biden had all kinds of perks. He had a nice salary. He had things given to him. He could write off everything. So he is the king of free stuff. And if you believe Hunter Biden's laptop, then Vice President Biden was deeply involved in enriching his family, including Hunter, with sleazy deals made overseas. Biden has not been charged with anything, but certainly this is a dubious situation that should be fully investigated, but it will not be investigated because President Biden's in charge. Anyway, getting back to you. If we are going to live in a country where the population is dependent on Washington, D.C. and the state capitals, we're going to lose all personal autonomy. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. For more honest news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. Are you looking for your next investment? Bill O'Reilly here. There are 8 reasons to look at the Nria Real Estate Development Fund. Stable monthly cash flow payouts with double-digit targeted bonus returns. They strategically develop in lower-risk, high-demand neighborhoods. Prime new construction, short on supply, and high on demand right now. Diversification and safety from stock market risk. They have a short and long-term strategy for returns today and down the road. Specifically designed pandemic-hardened buildings. They are 15-year industry leaders with a proven track record. So, if you have been sitting on the sidelines or want to diversify, start your due diligence at nria.net or call 800-800-1414. That's easy, 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. The Simple Podcast has become the most popular media format in the world for audio programming. Its history dates back to 2004. A TV host working for MTV described new shows specifically designed to be listened to on Apple's iPod device. Unlike radio broadcasts, people could tune in whenever they want, when driving, working out, walking the dog. It was in 2005 when big companies started recognizing the financial possibilities. President Bush the Younger launched his own podcast later that year. Well, today, 80 million Americans listen to podcasts, mostly about crime and current affairs, politics. Here are the most popular programs heading into 2022. Number 10, The Ben Shapiro Show. followed by the true crime anthology Serial. The 8th spot goes to Office Ladies. The broadcast features members of the TV series The Office discussing episodes of the hit comedy. Next, Pod Save America, a progressive left platform hosted by former aides to Barack Obama. Number 6, My Favorite Murder, another true crime show for those looking to solve ongoing homicide cases. The top 5 starts with Stuff You Should Know, followed by This American Life and Crime Junkie. Second place goes to The Daily from the New York Times. The 20-minute podcast airs each weekday with content from the newspaper's staff, which is left to say the least. Number 1 in the podcasting world, The Joe Rogan Experience. The comedian, commentator, started the program Christmas Eve 2009. Each show lasts between 1 and 5 hours. Wow. Typically featuring interviews with a wide range of guests. Of course, the absolute best podcast, and you can see it on video as well, is the No Spin News, heard on BillO'Reilly.com. Who is that guy anyway? Back after this. When I asked why Delta Rescue is the largest care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world, founder Leo Grillo gave me an interesting answer. He said that in America, on average, people keep their pets for only 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Then, many of these pets are dumped. If all the dogs and cats Mr. Grillo has rescued from abandonment in the wilderness were adopted, then 2.5 years later, these beautiful animals would lose their homes once again, after all they've been through. Delta Rescue cares for 1,500 rescued dogs, cats, and horses, and provides full-time care with their animal hospital open 365 days a year. Now, that's a lot of money, and Delta relies solely on donations from you to continue saving lives. So if you'd like to help, please go to deltarescue.org/bill, press the green donate button. Please give as much as you can. That's deltarescue.org/bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.